Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, this is Fantastic Pins, where we love to talk about Disney pins and Disney things. So let's get into it. Welcome back to all the returning subscribers. Welcome if you're here for the first time. Today is, I believe, episode 3 in our pin organization pin purge video. So if you're just starting this series, I would encourage you to go back and watch episode number 1, where I go kind of over my whole process. But just to give you a quick overview, we do have a couple of things on the table. Of course, I have my pin books. I use Crack and Trade. I am a Crack and Trade fan through and through. I haven't purchased a book in a very long time. So if you're interested in these books, I do have an affiliate link in my description down below. Hopefully there's some in stock, but I do have 2 books today. Today we are going through the Mickey Park series, Mickey, Minnie, Hidden Mickey, anything that's kind of like generally Mickey Mouse / Disney parks. That's the collection that we're going over today. So I do have the 2 books that have that category of pins. Next, I have my Ziplocs of Mickey backs. So I have a full Ziploc of the pin backs that look like Mickey heads. And then I do have a Ziploc of like LOUNGEFLY, fantasy pins, or circular, just pin backs that aren't Mickey shaped. I have this blank bucket to put in pins that I decide to sift out of my collection. So these are the pins that are going to go bye-bye, so we'll keep that nearby. And then last but not least, we have our bucket of pins that need to be sorted into these pin books. Let's see how far we get into sifting today's episode. I have a feeling it's going to be pretty quick because I'm literally just going to be trying to find a space for it. We're not going to do Tiny Kingdom today because those are separate banners, so that will be its own episode because I am going to sift my Tiny Kingdom collection. And then I do have non-Disney pins here as well, which is going to be a separate episode for you guys. So without further ado, let's get into a little time-lapse action here. Oh my gosh, and you just saw me make a mess. Okay. Go through this book. I feel like I did more purging than I did actually organizing, but for anyone who hasn't seen my collection before, this started off as my Mickey Mouse and Disney Parks book. I didn't really change the front just because I like the pins that I have here. I've considered selling this Mickey set, but I don't know if anyone actually wants all 6 letters, and I would only get rid of them if someone wanted all 6 letters. So for now, we're gonna keep it. This Disneyland stamp set, I think I'll also keep forever. And then these 2, I would definitely swap out, but I think there's a chance they might be scrappers. They are from Tokyo Disney Sea, so I'm not really good at determining if the Asia Parks pins that I get are scrappers or not. I'll just keep them because I'd rather keep a scrapper in my collection than trade it off not knowing. And then I did add my 50th anniversary Disney World pins here. I realized I don't know where my 2022 pin is. I thought I had one. I thought I bought one when we were there earlier this year, so I may have to search for it. I don't know. It might be in this book on the side here. I don't know. We'll see. I do like getting a pin for, I had to backtrack, but now every time we're at the parks, I try to get a pin of that year. I might have just not purchased one yet for 2022. Anyways, this is kind of like that mixture of park specific pins, like see, we have California Adventure, all that stuff. I've got Hidden Mickeys that I know are legit, well, minus this surfboard collection. I'm not 100% sure, but again, because I'm not 100% sure, that's why I'm not taking them out of my collection. And then I do have a Parks food collection here. This pin here is soft enamel. It's a fantasy pin, so it's not a scrapper. It's just not Disney licensed. And then up here, I've got my Mickey and Minnie collection, which honestly, I feel like it's just gonna stay the way it is. I don't really know what I would want to get rid of. Maybe this baby pin here, but it's so cute because we're about to have a baby. And this is the Disney Store waffle back. So I might just leave that there even though Donald's in it. But I do like a lot of the pins I have here, so and the pins that I do want to get rid of I think might be scrappers. So again, I'll just keep it rather than throw it away until I have a pin to replace. I added a Harmonious to my attractions. I really love Harmonious, so definitely a pin for that. Might need to scrap some of the Fantasmic collection. I don't really know what to do with this attractions page because I do have Tiny Kingdom, so maybe once I have Tiny Kingdom squared away, we'll get rid of some of these as well. But most of these are open edition, except for the Doctor's Day pin. This is here because I have a funny story related to it, but that's a story for another day. This page is the probably scrapper hidden Mickeys. These are basically when Jacob and I first started trading in the parks and we didn't know any better. And so we were collecting a bunch of pins that we liked that we didn't realize were probably fake or scrappers, as you can see here. So it is what it is. And then this last page is for new hidden Mickeys. So we'll reorganize this page, this book someday, but for now I'm pretty satisfied with it. This is the Kraken Meg Elite, where you can fit 4 pages in there. And then there is this back pocket here, which I think is hilarious because I thought I was missing this pin years ago, and then I realized it's actually in this pocket. So this is from the 20th pin trading anniversary, and this is a pin board, and you can put like mini pins on Mickey's pin board. And there's this one as well. So I don't know if I want to keep this. I like keeping this because you can take the 20 off, I think. Can you? Yeah, like I could take this off and put like a different Tiny Kingdom pin in his hand, which I think is really cool. So that's the reason why I still have these 2 pins, but we'll leave them in there for now because I have no freaking idea where to put it. So now we're gonna go into our second book, which is, honestly, it's just like pin series that I don't want to frame or take off the backer. And yeah, I might get rid of some. Actually, this should probably go in that book with Mickey and Minnie, but I'm gonna think about it real quick. Okay, so this book was kind of a mess. I did end up with an extra half-page divider, so that might, I don't know if anyone cares about wanting to buy one divider, but we'll see. Some of these pins probably belong somewhere else. Honestly, actually, now that I'm looking at this, I think I'm also gonna get rid of enchanted emblems because, you know what? If they're just stuck in here, then I don't know, they just don't bring me joy anymore. So that's gonna go there. So we have almost an empty page here. I don't know what the heck happened to this pass holder series, but obviously there's no longer APs at Disneyland. They're now magic key holders. So I don't know if they're actually going to continue on with this series. It would be nice if they could, because I love that it's basically Mickey getting different treats at Disneyland. So I leave that page open in case they do come back. This page, I removed the villains pins because I think Jacob liked them, which is why we had them, but I don't think he's gonna miss them if we do sell them. I kept his magical comics of collections he actually has. I like the vintage vinyl series, so I'm keeping that. I loved the pop-up book series, so I'm keeping that. I just kept my favorites instead of trying to complete the whole set. I don't have a Beauty and the Beast or Mulan pin collection, but I do like the movies, so I will likely keep the pop-up books. I also really liked the I Heart Gaming series from, I think, 2018 or 2019? No, I think this was 2018. But I have Little Mermaid, Pocahontas, Aladdin, and Toy Story, so we'll keep that. Keeping my Tokyo Disney pin. That was a gift from one of my best friends. These are the festivals that I've actually been at the parks for. So Food and Wine, Farts, and then DCA's Food and Wine. And then this page, I'm confused why I have this and the Disneyland page here, but basically every park, Disneyland, Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom. Wait, oh no, I don't have a Hollywood Studios one. That sucks. Well, oh well. And then we have this random ass, like, oops. And then we have this random winter one that I think Jacob really liked because it was Mushu and Cricky, but we don't have a Mulan collection anymore, so I may have to ask Jacob if he still wants to keep that. I don't know if anyone would want to trade for that either, so might as well keep it. This book is not as visually appealing as my other pin books, but I like having it because it's nice to see what other collections we enjoyed. There's that. And then we do have a couple of backer cards to place here. I think I just have a regular Parks. Yeah, I have, well, it's Park LEs, but I do have these two backer cards for the Magic Key and the Disney World set. So I'm just gonna put those towards the back of my pin book here. And then we did do some pretty good sifting. By the time you are watching this video, I might have already had my live sale, so I'm sorry if there's a pin you see here that you're interested in, but these pins here for sure I'm getting rid of. And then I did put the Minnie's Main Attraction pin sets on the backer cards. I still might keep Space Mountain because I feel like, I don't know, these are just like, these were my favorites in the whole series. Obviously blue, purple, blue and purple. So I like the colors, but I don't really have a Minnie Mouse specific collection anymore. And I don't really want to split up the pins. I like keeping them together. So if they still have a really good trade or sell value, I feel like my priority right now is if I can get a good amount for it, I would like to, because we have a baby coming. And so instead of having a pin set, I could have something that I really want for the baby. So that's kind of my motivation as we sift through these books. All right, enough of me chatting, my friends. This is our verdict for today. We've got pin books organized. We have more pins to add to the pin sale. Backer cards are organized. I think our next video is either gonna be my Tiny Kingdoms maps, my frame, the pins that have to go in frames, or we're gonna go with Jacob's collections. And of course, if you enjoy this Disney content, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, hit the bell icon so you'll know next time we post a video. And until then, my friends, have a fantastic day.